Keeps control for Thompson. Pass receiving's wide open underneath in the basket. Great pass.
Backs down, now kicks out, up top to the left side, Caden Dahl. Dahl hesitates, then takes the three and knocks it home good. Dahl to get the turn. Carr trying to keep those legs underneath, then Cassette gets him down, and there's the pin.
Rebounded by Kendra Severson. Severson, here comes Bevins back the other way. Bevins, little contact, roll it in, good for Elena Bevins, and we're tied.
Through and Zeller with an excuse me bump, and here goes Semp for takeoff.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good evening and welcome to Finley. Welcome to Finley, wrestling fans. James Martin's back here with you. Happy to be with you along for some more wrestling action as we get into 2024 on yourliveevent.com. On this quadrangular, hosted by Mayport CG, along with the Hillsboro-Central Valley and Roseau and Northern Cavs. You're in tune to our Irie Insurance pre-match show. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote today at our Irie Insurance pre-match show. On the way, we'll have interviews with all four head coaches in this quadrangular. We'll also take a look briefly at the rosters and some notes from both the coaches. And before you know it, we will have the American Crystal Sugar mat assignments, and we'll also get to the first matches of the day. That's all coming up on the Irie Insurance pregame show here at yourliveevent.com.
Here's a new service from Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9, North Ada. Ziegler Ag Equipment is now providing farm delivery of genuine AGCO lubricants. Talk with Joey, 218-784-2961. Farm delivery of genuine AGCO lubricants. You can mix and match lubricants. Requires a minimum 100 gallons per lubricant. Minimum total order 200 gallons or more. Farm delivery of genuine AGCO lubricants now offered from Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9, North Ada.
Hillsboro Drug and Gift welcomes you to stop in and check out the Christmas and holiday decor. You'll find gift items for those on your shopping list this holiday season. They do accept Hillsboro Christmas cash at your full-service pharmacy, Hillsboro Drug and Gift. Remember, you can now text Hillsboro Drug anytime for your prescription refills, 701-636-5231. They offer mail-out service and free delivery in Hillsboro and Halstead. Don't forget to get your flu shot at Hillsboro Drug and Gift. No appointment is necessary. Wishing you a happy holiday season from Hillsboro Drug and Gift.
Lee Brothers Sales, Highway 9 in Ada, invites you to order your new Chevrolet vehicles. From the Silverado, Trailblazer, and Traverse, Lee Brothers is your authorized Chevrolet dealer, providing sales and service to the area since 1975. For ordering your vehicles, talk with Mitch Smurfer J. Trust the experts who know your vehicles best and take advantage of great Chevy certified service offers today. Lee Brothers Sales, Highway 9, Ada. Call 218-784-2000.
On our Dakota Heritage Bank pre-match interviews, talking with the head coach of the Hillsboro-Central Valley wrestling teams, and Rob Owens. And Rob, I hope you had a great holiday season and hope your team is energized and back and ready to go for today's matchups.
It was a short season or a short holiday, but you know what? I think we're ready. Hopefully we don't come out too flat. It's always the curse that occurs. You kind of come out and it's like, But, I think the way this tournament's set up tonight, or the matches are set up, we're going to have a good set up for us to do pretty good things.
You've seen Northern Cass, and of course, different tournaments. You've seen Mayport CG. Probably haven't seen Roseau too much so far this season. But your thoughts on the guys seeing a lot of those competitors again for another time this season?
Yeah, we're going to see Northern Cass a lot more again because it just seems like, that's what we put Northern Cass. They're starting their program. They want to make sure that they get matches. So, they're coming along with us a lot, so we do get to see them a lot. Mayville we haven't seen directly other than the Grafton tournament, and I don't think many of our kids wrestled them yet, so it'll be some good matches there. And then Roseau, we saw a few of those guys. There was a couple of the guys that we saw, and they're really young. They have a lot of young kids on their roster. So hopefully we can come away with some good experiences and take what we need from it to propel us into the tomorrow.
Rob, first day back, first tournament back in the new year. What are you hoping to see most from your guys?
I want to see just constant movement. That's the big thing. If we can, keep moving on the mat, not, sitting there wondering what we should be doing, we should already have that stuff down to where we're moving all the time and we take care of business.
Hillsboro-Central Valley head wrestling coach Rob Owens joining us on the Dakota Heritage Bank pre-match interviews. Rob, thanks so much. We'll talk to you later tonight.
Thank you so much.
On our Dakota Heritage Bank pre-match interviews, talking with the head coach of the Northern Cass Jaguar Wrestling, and a big jump between year one and year two. What do you see through the first half of year two?
Guys definitely are progressing. Last year, pretty new, not a lot of experience. The hard work, though, they put in over the course of the last year and a half now, you can really see it shine through on the match. Really, really good.
You're starting to build your program and starting to see some perennial teams, Hillsboro-Central Valley, you've seen before, Mayport CG, you might have seen in tournaments before, and then Roseau, I'm sure you're seeing for the very first time. Your thoughts on the matchups tonight?
We have good matchups. Obviously, we give up 6 weight classes for opens, but the matches and the guys we have, we expect some good wrestling, and we're looking forward to winning our matches.
And, Coach, again, between the holiday break, the first half of the season, now the second half of the season, what are you hoping to see from everybody tonight?
Intensity, working hard, giving 100% effort the whole entire match. We got 6 minutes to work hard.
Head Coach Gabriel Davidson joining us from the Northern Cass Jaguars. Coach, best of luck tonight. Thanks for the time.
Thank you so much.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Hillsboro Lumber is ready to help with all of your building or remodeling projects. If you're building something new, doing some remodeling, or working in other projects, Hillsboro Lumber has all of the building materials as well as everything else you'll need to complete your projects. Stop by Hillsboro Lumber today and pick up all of your building materials, hardware items, and more. The best source for all your home improvement and construction needs in Trail County is Hillsboro Lumber. Building or remodeling, farm, home, or commercial, see Hillsboro Lumber today.
Hi, this is Chrissy Thompson from the Hillsboro-Central Valley School District, reminding you that ethics, integrity, and respect are values important to our daily lives. In our sporting events, educational lessons, and lifetime values taught by school activities. Remember that one simple word, sportsmanship. It's how you play the game. This message is from the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
On our Dakota Heritage Bank pre-match interviews, talking with the head coach of the Roseau Ram wrestling team, and Jim Mack. And Coach, it's a long trip for your guys and gals, but I'm sure there's a lot of exciting wrestling coming up with the quadrangular tonight, and then competing in Central Cass over the weekend.
Yeah, no, it's a good trip for us. A little over 3 hours, but well worth the drive when we know we can get our kids 5 to 10 matches on the weekend.
Looking at your roster, it's a lot of youth. No juniors, no seniors, but it's still a big team. What are you learning about them, and what are they learning about leadership in the first half of the year?
So we left about a dozen kids at home too. So we do have a lot of numbers. The majority of which is 7th and 8th graders. We got a few 9th graders and a few 10th graders, and then our girls that kind of mix between 8th and 10th graders. So we had a really good youth program with this 5th and 6th graders and the group behind them. So we have a really strong program team coming up. Even in the next year or two, we'll see some pretty big improvements overall as a dual team. So,
Coach, as we're looking into the weekend and coming off the holiday break, what are you hoping to see primarily from your athletes tonight?
More wins than last year. We went to the Central Cast tournament last year. We didn't do the quad the night before, but 2 of our kids last year, majority of 7th graders, won matches last year. So, I'm hoping we have around 10 kids get at least wins this year, and I think that's very possible, and hopefully have a few placers. But just quality matches. I want our kids to finish matches. I don't like the pin or get pinned mentality. Trying to break that rid of our kids. But, when you're wrestling 7th and 8th graders against, in some cases, sophomores, juniors, seniors, that's a tough mountain to climb. So.
Head Coach Jim Mack from the Roseau Ram Wrestling Program joining us at our Dakota Heritage Bank pre-match interviews. Coach, best of luck tonight. Thanks for the time.
Hey, thank you very much.
On our Dakota Heritage Bank pre-match interviews, talking with the head coach of the Mayport CG wrestling team, and Gary Mueller. And Gary, it's a home invitational, home quadrangular, if you will, to open up 2024. What could be better than that?
Oh, it's going to be fun. We're first time here in Finley, and we got 2 seniors from Finley, so should be exciting to get their senior night here in their home gym. So it's an exciting thing right now.
Gary, you got quite a nice squad this year, pretty close to a full team. What's going to take to move to that next level to get you ready for the regional duels?
More confidence than anything in the wrestling that they're doing right now. You just got to keep pushing forward and try getting better day to day, and good practices and good practice partners, and just keep working hard.
In addition to the confidence aspect, what are you hoping to see from your wrestlers tonight?
I'm hoping we can pull a couple team wins out here, and hope we can get some big wins for some individual seeds coming up.
Head Coach Gary Mueller joining us here on our Dakota Heritage Bank pre-match interviews. Coach, best of luck tonight. Thanks for the time, and thanks for hosting this tonight.
Sounds good. Thank you.
And that concludes our Dakota Heritage Bank pre-match interviews. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future, with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. dhbanknd.com. Thanks to all 4 head coaches for giving of their time briefly before the matchups here this evening. And we should be right on time here for the national anthem. As again, you can see on your screen, I'll go over this throughout the night, but mat number 1 is to your right. Mayport CG and Roseau will be competing on that mat first of all. And mat number 2, we'll have Hillsboro-Central Valley and Northern Cass. Our featured match will be on the bottom scoreboard, presented by Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seed Sales. Tim's got some great varieties of corn and soybeans for your spring planting. If you want to think ahead, in 2024, talk to Tim at Golden Harvest. Tim Gazette Seed Sales, 701-430-0877. So that will be our featured mat on that scoreboard. And for the first 2 matches, it'll be mat 2. And for the third match, it'll be mat number 1. So that's what we have there. We'll break for the national anthem. We'll be back for the American Crystal Sugar match schedule coming up next.
You finally found the perfect car in Racing Blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead, 218-456-2172.
Keep going. More.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
You can trust the pros at Hillsboro Body Shop to make your vehicle look as good as new. Cars, pickups, trucks, semis, Ben and Tyrell at Hillsboro Body Shop can do the work. And Hillsboro Body Shop is also the place to repair your windshield. Don't wait to get that pesky chip repaired. Ben and Tyrell can replace that glass the same day. Call Hillsboro Body Shop at 701-636-4981 and put Ben and Tyrell's combined 30-plus years of experience to work on your vehicle. Hillsboro Body Shop, 701-636-4981.
Full Service Foods in Hillsboro provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsboro and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at fullservicefoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsboro, proud to support this community event.
And welcome back to Finley on YourLiveEvent.com. James Martin saying it out with you this evening in our wrestling quadrangular. It's time for our American Crystal Sugar Company starting lineups. American Crystal Sugar Company, live the sweet life, great careers, quality products, grower-owned, crystalsugar.com. Going to try to run through quickly some of these rosters here. Mayport CG, 107 pounds. Blake Kipton and Jackson Caverden, 114. Daniel Lozano, 121. Brogan Erickson, 127. Logan Nielsen. Maddox Mox at 133. Jalen Harstead at 139. Jared Kine, 152. Bryce Mock, 160. Brooks Braun, 172. Craig Anderson, 172. Joseph Clegg, 189. And Joshua Caverden at 285. Also, ladies Kaylee Mueller and Nevaeh Youngbear at 100 and 250, respectively. That's Mayport CG. For the Roseau Rams, no juniors or seniors on the squad here this year. At 107, Weston Spraybury and Wyatt Peterson. 114, Chris Barlow and Braden Crank. 121, Asher Dunham. 127, Tristan Carazales. 133, Keen Johnson and Hayden Picard. 139, Jaden Anderson. 145, Brady Olson. 152, Seth Cussentine and Baron Muirhead. 160, Damian Skabicki. 172, Owen Cummings. 189, Brevin Egger. 215, Avery Eidsmo and Peyton Wald. 285, Toby Bryan and Caleb DeVergston. And on the girls' side, Jasmine Barlow at 90 pounds. Bria Zekwis at 114. Miley Vakura at Vasira, at 120. Odessa Wolf, 130. Lamaya Williams, 170. And Morgan Scoyne at 190. That's Mayport CG and Roseau. And already we are out and underway, so we'll keep rolling with Hillsboro-Central Valley and Northern Cass. But later on here this evening, as lead the Burros with a forfeit victory, they already lead 6-0. We'll change the score here. The individual score will be next to Northern Cass and HCV in the colored section, and then we have as well the team score on the far right-hand side. So Hillsboro-Central Valley with a 6-0 lead. Off the forfeit victory again, they're going up against Northern Cass. I believe we are 114 here. Mat number 1, Roseau and Mayport CG. This is at the lightweight 107. And Roseau with the takedown here right away makes it 2-0. On the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seed Sales scoreboard. That score on Mat 1 at the top right-hand side, top left-hand quarter of the Mat 2 camera box, if you will. We'll have team scores. That'll try to, at best, to keep you individually. We might get a pin here right away. It looks like Playcom and Weston Spraybury, I believe. And Roseau, a super young team. Heard from head coach Jim Mack. These guys and gals all started 5th and 6th graders. Built up a great program. Roseau's going to pick up 3 near fall points here. Again, mat number 1 on the right-hand side. By the way, we get I believe we get a forfeit victory here for Gavin Giffey at 121. So they got to reset the score here. Not exactly sure. We might have had 3 forfeits already. It looks to be 12-6 Hillsboro-Central Valley. That's what I believe, but the score's not up there. So we'll keep an eye on that. Roseau, 107, continues to lead here 2-0 and is closing in on a pin here. Hasn't got it quite yet. As it's 3, 2, and 1 as that ends the first period. 3 more near fall points. 5-0 Roseau. Back on mat number 2 on the left-hand side, Hillsboro-Central Valley, Northern Cass. Believe this is going to be at 127. As Ethan Drake, the freshman, gets a takedown. Going up against, might be Reed Volden. It's initially listed at 133. So I believe Hillsboro-Central Valley with a 12-6 lead. Sorry about that. 12-6 lead, at the wrong keys there. 12-6 lead. Let me change that to favor Hillsboro-Central Valley. We're getting rocking and rolling here from Finley. As this is indeed Volden and Drake. Great matchup going on here. 2-1. Volden with the escape there. 1 minute to go. Again, that's on mat number 2, left-hand side of your screen. Roseau MPCG, right-hand side of your screen. 8-0 is the score for Roseau in the first weight class at 107. And Drake will get the takedown. So let's update that score for you. He leads now 4-1 as Roseau picks up a pin at 107. And they lead it now 6-0. So let's update that score for you. Just going to keep updating scores. We're off and rolling here in Finley. So again, Roseau takes the early lead in mat number 1, 6-0. It's 4-1 in the first period on mat number 2. Ethan Drake and Reed Volden in a battle at 127. As 2 seconds, 1 and nothing. Volden's choice as we go into the second period. He defers. It'll be Drake's choice now for Hillsboro-Central Valley. As Volden will start in the controlling position. Meanwhile, mat number 1, it's neutral. Believe this is at 114. Braden Crank with an early takedown for Roseau, leading 6-0 after a pinfall victory. Ethan Drake with another 2 points on a reversal. Makes it now 6-1. The Burros lead at 12-6 over Northern Cass. 3 weight classes turned into forfeits to start. Over there on that far side. Mat number 2. Drake continues to control. 1:22 to go in the second period. As over on mat number 1. Leave Crank still in control here. He leads it 2-0. As back in the center of the mat on mat number 2, Volden gets an escape, 6-2. About halfway through this match. About 65 seconds to go. Roseau picks up another win by pinfall. They lead it now 12-0 over MPCG. It's 12-6. Hillsboro-Central Valley leading Northern Cass on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seed sales scoreboard. 2 more points, by the way, as well for Ethan Drake. 8-2 lead now. That's over on mat number 2 as Drake continues to control. Over on mat number 1 for Mayport CG, this is Brogan Erickson. 7th grader, I believe, at 121. And for Rose, it looks like Asher Dunham, another 7th grader as well. Matchup at 121. We're already here on 127 in the Hillsboro-Central Valley Northern Cass matchup. Tight situation brewing on mat number 1 as it's a 2-2 tie now. Over there on mat number 1. Second period comes to an end on mat number 2. It's Volden's choice as he deferred the third period, and he'll start on top. Roseau's Dunham now with a 4-2 lead over Erickson. As over on mat number 2, Volden drops Drake. Drake trying to get back into the tripod. He's got the 8-2 lead. Gets back to his feet, trying to break away. Volden continues to send him down. The kicker on the Northern Cass football team, showing he's got some moves on the wrestling mat as well. He could kick from beyond 40 yards. At least that was his range during the fall. He's behind now by 6 points to Ethan Drake. Meanwhile, a good battle on mat number 1. Erickson now with a 5-2 lead. Brogan Erickson with the lead over Asher Dunham. 2-point reversal again for Drake. He's up 10-2 with 60 seconds to go in the third period. He's looking for more points, though. He's looking for the pin. Volden in a tough spot on his back near his left side. Over there on mat number 2 on the left side of your screen. As Dunham trying to gain control there on mat number 1. Drake finishes it off on mat number 2, a pinfall. In about 5 minutes and 20 seconds. Leads now to an 18-6 lead for Hillsboro-Central Valley. And Sawyer Owens looks like he's going to get a open victory here at 139. And that is indeed the case. Makes it now 24-6. And Northern Cass in the second year of their program, so they're still building. They sent 4 wrestlers to the Dome last year for the state meet. As I believe now this is Tyson Sunby coming in at 145, and it looks to be an open victory as well. Makes it now 30-6. That's Rose Central Valley. Meanwhile, mat number 1, that match of 121 still going. 12-0 lead for the Roseau Rams over Mayport CG, but a 5-3 lead for Erickson over Dunham. And this is Dovenmuller at 152, and he gets an open victory, 36-6. Xander Dovenmuller, the sophomore. So that one is going quick. And we do get our next contested match. I believe this is at 160. This looks to be Carter Iverson, the senior for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Taking on Luke Murch, sophomore. So Murch and Iverson. Going at it here now, mat number 2 with a 30-6 lead for Hillsboro-Central Valley. 5-4 now as Dunham got the escape on Erickson. And he tries to get the reversal. 25 seconds to go on mat number 1. Excuse me, mat number 2. It's a takedown for Iverson. And Iverson trying to work on that cross pace. There with a minute and a half to go in the first period. Takedown on mat number 1 for Erickson. He leads it now 7-4 late in the second period. Trying to give the Patriots the first points of the day. Mat number 2, Iverson with a little spinorama there near the bottom of the mat. And gets Murch on his back. This one could go quick. And Iverson getting Merch in a tight spot there. Checking to see if the pin will go. Not yet anyway, and it does now. 1 minute, 8 seconds for Carter Iverson, a pinfall victory, 42-6. Hillsboro-Central Valley, well in front here. Stool competition. Set it out for Northern Cass. This is Luke Walski at 172. And for Hillsboro-Central Valley at 172, Ben Thompson. Thompson and Walski draw at the center. Meanwhile, we'll go to mat number 1. Tight finish here. 8-4. Erickson with the lead over Dunham. And fighting there on the left side of the mat as the Patriots try to grab the first points of the match. Mat number 2, takedown for Thompson. Dunham with a takedown on mat number 1. Needs 2 more points, though. 67 seconds left. They're near the edge of the mat. Speaking of which, Thompson and Walski were near the edge of the mat on mat number 2. Thompson on mat number 2 drives Walski. Wow, not much going on mat number 1. Dunham needs a couple of points, looking for the near fall points. Roseau trying to keep the shutout going. They've got 2 pins to start. We've got to get at least a couple of near fall points. None yet. 35 seconds left on mat number 1, and they usher each other out of bounds. 32 seconds left. Thompson, meanwhile, mat number 2 continues to lead 2-0 over Walski. We'll add that to the board on that 2-point takedown early. 60 within the first 60 seconds. Back on mat number 1. Erickson gets a reversal. That's a big one. 10-6 now as Erickson can control to the end and give the Patriots their first points of the day. And Mike turning to 6 late on the late pin with 7, 6, 5. There it is. Kittleson gives it. With 4 seconds left in the match, a late pin win for the 7th grader Brogan Erickson. And Mayport CG is on the board now, 12-6. Thompson and Walski still 2-0 on mat number 2. 20 seconds to go here in the opening period on that mat. Thompson has controlled pretty much this entire match. As the first period expires there on mat number 2. Choice is Thompson, and Thompson goes down. Leading 2-0. Walski be on top here. Northern Cass coming in with 7 weight classes. Again, they had 6 openings. And so this is one of the few contested matches that Hillsboro-Central Valley and Northern Cass will have. Only win for Northern Cass in this bout came off a forfeit. I believe at 107. Reversal for Thompson makes it 4-0. I believe we're waiting on some blood time there on mat number 1 for their next match at 128. Thompson, meanwhile, looking to get the turn on Walski. Entering the mat on mat number 1 at 128. This is Logan Nielsen, or actually 127, 127. Logan Nielsen. I believe it used to be 128. And Nielsen just gently places. That was the most, if you want to call it loving, that was the most careful takedown I might have ever seen. There on Tristan Carizales. Meanwhile, 4-0 on mat number 2. The score remains the same. 42 seconds to go in the second period. Ben Thompson with the lead over Luke Walski. A little more forceful this time from Nielsen. Logan Nielsen on the turn, trying to even this match up. Got him on his side. And not a lot of movement there from Carizales. Thompson trying to do the same thing over on mat number 2. Could get a couple of pins near the same amount of time, although time does expire on Thompson. He does pick up 3 near fall points, leading it now 7-0 over Walski. Nielsen getting close. He leads 2-0 on mat number 1. So we get blood time on mat number 2, I believe, for Walski. Yep, and left knuckle is leading there. So we can focus fully on mat number 1. At the top of the mat. Nielsen. Carizales on the side, and 3 near fall points gives him a 5-0 lead now. Choice belongs, I believe, to Roseau. And they'll defer. Nielsen with the choice, and he'll stay up. Again, on the Tim Gazette Golden Hour Receipt Sales scoreboard, 42-6, I believe is the score. Hillsboro-Central Valley commanding lead over Northern Cass. And tight one between Roseau and Mayport CG as Nielsen with a 5-0 lead there. With a pin, they would even the score through the first 4 classes. All 3 previous matches have ended on pinfalls, including one late previous match at 121. Nielsen, nice position there. As we're back to business on mat number 2. 3 near fall points once again for Nielsen, leads 8-0. Walski drives Thompson towards the left side of the mat, and Thompson gets up, gets the reversal and the escape. Should pick up 3 more on that, and it does. 10-0 Ben Thompson. Thompson driving Walski there, right on mat number 2. Nielsen on mat number 1. Trying to get the turn on Carizales. And there it is. A pinfall in about 3 minutes and 22 seconds. Logan Nielsen, and we are tied up. Mayport CG and Roseau knotted up at a dozen apiece through the first 4 weight classes. Thompson closing in on at worst a tech fall victory against Walski. And this might be Carizales. They might have moved some guys around here at 127. So I believe this is Carizales now. My apologies on that. First time I've seen Roseau. First time pretty much all these teams have seen Roseau. Once you look at the full-scale picture of the Roseau wrestling schedule, you understand why they came all this way. You think, well, that might be a bust in the schedule. No, they're going to the Letterman's tournament at Castleton this weekend, so it makes sense that they drive all this way a day early for a quadrangular. 2-point takedown there. As I believe this is Maddox Mock now, the freshman at 133. Meanwhile, Thompson getting close to a pin. He leads 10-0 still on mat number 2. Over there on the far side of the mat, 3 more near fall points. Leads it now 13-0. At the end of the match, a major decision victory for Ben Thompson over Luke Walski. That'll make it 46-6 in favor of Hillsboro-Central Valley. Maddox Mock trying to get the turn there on Carizales. Over there on mat number 1. I believe at 133. We go to the next class here for Hillsboro-Central Valley and Northern Cass. It's should be 189. Will Treebwasser. And for the Burros, Braden Chenault. Chenault and Treebwasser should be a decent match there. Treebwasser goes for the double leg takedown. Chenault bouncing on his feet, trying to hold him off, trying to get the turn himself. As now Chenault buries Treebwasser. Gets the takedown, 2-0. Braden Chenault. 7-0 in favor of Maddox Maka, Mayport CG over Carizales. As the Patriots were in a 12-0 hole. They've rattled off 12 consecutive, and they hold the edge here on mat number 1. Chenault continues to break down Treebwasser there on mat number 2. As the Burros nearly putting together a shutout performance in their first match with Northern Cass. Second match against the Jaguars this season for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Give the score of the first one here in just a second. As there's a win by fall for Chenault in, I believe, 1 minute and 23 seconds. Making the score here now 52-6. Next up, we have, I believe, an open win at 2:15 for Brody Gueston. Makes it now 52-12. And this should be the final match here, 285. Gage Nygaard for Northern Cass and Fernando Rios for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Good battle there going on at mat number 2. Between Mayport CG, though, Mock has the edge. He's getting close to a pinfall victory here. Hillsboro-Central Valley, by the way, 54-18 was their first win over Northern Cass earlier this season at the Northern Cass Triangular with the Northern Cass and Lisbon open up the year. Minute and a half to go in the opening period. No score yet between Rios and Nygaard. Rosales trying to spin around there, 9-4. Mock still with the lead. In the Burros, they started out the season dual-wise 3-1. Before dropping dropping 6 of their next 7 matches. Again, started out 3-1. And they've won 3 straights. They're coming in with, again, those 3 straight wins over Devils Lake, Northwood, and Pembina County North. So with 40 seconds left, still nothing doing so far on mat number 2 between Rios and Nygaard. As they usher each other out of the mats. 20 seconds left. Fast-moving match as Nygaard tries to get the takedown. Rios holds him off and gets the reversal. Fernando Rios for the takedown there on the bottom part of the mat with 9 seconds to go in the first period. As first period comes to an end. Mock looking to finish off Carizales. Neutral is the call there. I believe for Nygaard to start the second period over on mat number 2. Between Rios and Nygaard. 45 seconds to go on mat number 1. As Mock looking to finish off Carizales. Closing in on a pinfall victory to make it 18-12, Mayport CG. Nygaard, by the way, does get the takedown. 2-2 tie between Nygaard and Rios in the heavyweight battle on mat number 2. There's a pin for Maddox Mock. And Mayport CG. 3 consecutive pinfall victories for the Patriots. They lead that match on mat number 1, now 18-12. And Nygaard gets the pin over there on mat number 1. So Nygaard and the Jags will get that victory there. And I believe make that final score 52-18. It was, again, 54-18. So the Jaguars improved by 2 points on the defensive side. Exhibition match is going on here right now. On the ladies' side, I believe this is Isabel Erickson and Crystal Magnuson. Northern Cass and Hillsboro-Central Valley. So we'll let them go over there on mat number 2. Weight class number 6. Now for Roseau and Mayport CG. So this is 139 between Jaden Anderson of Roseau and Jalen Harstead of Mayport CG. So Jalen and Jaden going after it here now. Rattle the Jays on mat number 1. Good spin. And it's going to be a 2-point takedown for Jaden Anderson. Anderson with a 2-point takedown over Harstead. As we focus on mat number 1 with the match finishing up between Hillsboro-Central Valley and Northern Cass on a final score of 52-18. The Burros win their 4th straight duel. Magnuson trying to get a takedown, by the way, on that mat number 2 is mat number 1. The Jays continue to tussle there on the right side of the mat. Anderson and Harstead in a little bit of a battle. They originally had a 2-point takedown for Anderson for Roseau that's not on the scoreboard. So unless they put it in the, I think they might have put it in a different spot. It might be 5-0. Might have switched up the scoreboard a little bit to give a green and red approach. Magnuson picks up the exhibition win, I believe, for the Burros on mat number 2. Might be one more exhibition. Or that might be it for mat number 2. Roseau with the choice. They defer, and so Harstead will go up. Up on his feet goes Anderson, and Harstead brings him back down. Both guys are on the far side of the mat. As you can see there over in mat number 2, it comes to an end. They do their handshakes. Hillsboro-Central Valley picks up their second win of the year against Northern Cass. Arstead continues to control there on mat number 1. As mat number 2 has come to an end, let's zoom in on mat number 1 a little bit. Give you a better coverage here. We're going to do this live. So if you see some screen movement, that's on purpose. There we go. Let's zoom in fully on mat number 1 as, again, mat number 2 has come to an end on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seats. Scoreboard, Hillsboro-Central Valley, 52, Northern Cass, 18. Full mat coverage here now. I believe it is still 5-0 for Anderson over Harstead. I believe that's the score. So we're fully here on mat number 1 after 2 straight pinfalls to open up the match for Roseau. Mayport CG's gotten the last 12 points. The last 18 points, I should say. Harstead continues to control there, the far side of the mat. 37 seconds to go in the second period. Not much movement there so far. Harstead trying to position that left wrist, but Anderson tries to scoot himself back up onto his knees. Tight grip on that wrist there on the left-hand side. It's a little bit of a stalemate here now. And Harstead is gassed. Doing all he can, trying to regain the lead. 13 seconds left. As Harstead up on his feet. Anderson gets the reversal. Nope, well, now they say just 2-0 in favor of. So they must have taken away that early takedown, and he was on the edge. Must have been out of bounds. So 2-0 now. As now Harstead needs to get a reversal to even things up. Third period we go. Anderson trying to even things up for the Roseau Rams. Halfway through the match. There it is. A takedown, a pin. In 4 minutes and 23 seconds. And Harstead is a little wobbly getting up there to the center of the mat. 18-18 now. As coming in for the Roseau Rams, this is Brady Olson at 145 as he gets an open victory. So the Rams rise ahead 24-18 now. Going out of 152. 152 there for Mayport CG. Jared Kine, senior. I believe I have a couple of 8th graders. Is either Seth Constantine or Baron Muirhead. Excuse me, this is yep, Jared Pine indeed from Mayport CG. And a takedown there, boy. If this is an 8th grader, I don't know what they're putting in the water there in Roseau, but it's a pretty powerful 8th grader right there. update that score here, 24-18 Roseau. And either Seth Constantine or Barrett Muirhead. On the mat there for Roseau. Jarrett Kine trying to get out of that tight grip. And is indeed Seth Constantine. That's confirmed. So, again, no juniors, no seniors for this Roseau Ram squad. On the roster, 4 sophomores. The rest, or 4 sophomores, I should reiterate, 4 sophomores, 2 freshmen. The rest, and it's a loaded team, at least for the boys, are 7th and 8th graders. For the girls, 4 sophomores, 2 8th graders. So that means this Roseau squad, if they're that deep, 7th and 8th grade, just wait until they're juniors and seniors if they all stick around. That's a scary unit for Jim Mack's Roseau Ram squad. It's Constantine. And the Rams trying to extend their 24-18 lead. Kine, a senior, doing his best against an 8th grader. Part of me still can't believe that, but that's what it says on the roster. That's what it says in the program. So, going with it there. As there's a flick there. Constantine ready with a 5-0 lead. As the first period expires, 3 more near fall points, 8-0. Choice is Roseau's. Constantine will go up. Constantine with the momentum. This entire match is Kine. Looks to be in pain. Grimacing his way as he tries to break free. Constantine's got Kine in his back. Tight spot there as Kittleson calls the pinfall victory for an 8th grader, Seth Constantine. And now it's 30-18, Roseau. Next up, we have 160 for Mayport CG, Bryce Mock, senior. And for Roseau, Damian Skibicki. And a 52-18 win for Hillsboro-Central Valley over Northern Cass in the first match of their 4th consecutive dual victory. And started out the year 3-1, then they went 1-6 to go to 4-7. They evened out their dual schedule at 7-7, which I believe is more wins for the Burros than all of last season. I believe they had 6 last year, according to Rob Owens. Approximately 6 anyway, and so ready with a win to start 2024. As Mock will pick up the takedown here. 2-0 lead. The Patriots try to battle back here in this one. Mock with the pin in 35 seconds, and Patriots have the lead now. They have, meaning in half, not have. I realize shouldn't have said it that way. 30 to, I say 24-24. I think they forgot to put 6 points on the board in favor of Roseau. And Jim Mack says that as soon as I say that. Yep, there we go. 172 on the way. And Owen Cummings will come out there, a freshman for the Roseau Rams. Brooks Braun, senior for Mayport CG. 30-24. Great matchup here. First one of the night for the host Patriots. Taking a look at their dual schedule so far. Again, this Patriot squad's got a complete team. They could be a dark horse when it comes to the regional duels. Should say Mayport CG Hatton as well. Lost their first duel against Pembina County North and knocked off Larimore and Grafton. Then Rugby and Bishop Ryan. So they grabbed 4 straight wins. And since then, they've dropped 3 straight to Northern Lights. Great program up in the Rolla, Belcourt, Rolette area. Kindred and Ellendale Edgeley Cullum. So starting out the year 4-1. They're 4-4 heading into this matchup with Roseau. As Brooks Braun's going to get the takedown. Braun makes it 2-0. Again, the funny thing is, all of these matches have ended in either pins or opens. On this side, and only one decision victory between Hillsboro-Central Valley and Northern Cass. Asked all the coaches what they're hoping to see from their teams, from their boys and girls, in the first competition of the new year. Mayport CG head coach Greg Mueller said he wants to see confidence. And for Roseau, not giving up the pin right away. At least fighting. Let's see some fight, some grit. By the way, on the other side, as Braun tries to get to a pin. As there it is, Fritz Braun with a pin. They're over Skabicki Cummings, from Roseau. And it is now a 30-30 tie. 5 wins apiece with 3 classes to go. 189, 215, and 285. By the way, there looks to be an open coming up at 215. So Mayport CG really needs one of the final 2 matches. At least. This is Joseph Clegg, the senior for Mayport CG at 189. And for Roseau, a 7th grader, Brevin Egger. Again, I wish I was this fit in 7th and 8th grade. Just say they're doing some good stuff up in Roseau, training these guys and gals, I should say, right. Great match, 30-30 tie here on YourLiveEvent.com. James Martin's hanging out with you this evening from Finley and from the Finley-Sharon School. Again, this is mat number 1. We've expanded it as mat number 2 has been long over. Single leg takedown attempt for Clegg. Now a double leg on the edge of the mat. And reeled back in. 2-point takedown there for Clegg as the Patriots try to take the lead. Nice spin. Try to get him on his side. Spins again. And that backfired. Good reversal there for Roseau Egger. Egger now trying to do the spin, and he gets Clegg back down. Both these guys are moving at 189. Clegg back to his feet. Egger slams him back down. That's a tough slam to the mat. Egger with a spin. Clegg back to his left foot. Denied access to his right, though, by Egger. 8 seconds to go in the opening period. Great matchup once again. As that ends the first period, tied at 2. Both these guys really want it. It's fun to see. As Clegg defers. As Egger goes on top. Again, Egger, a 7th grader, coming to freshman before that, Seth Constantine, a couple of classes ago, an 8th grader, going up against largely seniors. And they're more than holding their own. Looks good for the future of the Roseau Ram wrestling program. Bayport CG having a great year, too. Trying to go for, I believe, an illegal move there and had to take his hand away. Still a 2-2 tie. That was Clegg, by the way. Egger continues to control here. 90 seconds to go in the second period. He chose up. He hasn't done too much yet. He tries to get Clegg in a little bit of a cradle there. As Clegg gets away momentarily. Egger back up. They spin again. Boy, they've spun more times than a merry-go-round. As Clegg continues to battle. It's a microcosm for life right here. When you get knocked down, you got to try to get back up. And these guys are doing their best to do just that. Oh, nice move for Egger, but he can't hold it. And Clegg will get the reversal. He leads it now 4-2 on the Golden Harvest Team Gazette Seat Sale scoreboard. Egger trying to get himself up. Clegg. And Egger now with a reversal. We're tied at 4. Probably the match of the day so far between these 4 teams combined. 4-4 tie with 10 seconds to go in the second period. Clegg will get the choice in the third. He should be able to hang on to the third. Egger with a late push, but he won't have enough time to make any points out of it. So we'll see what Clegg's choice is going to be. He looks over to Coach Mueller. And for the coach, he goes neutral. And grappling there. They spin each other around once again. So we start the third period. All important takedown. And Egger has it. Leads now 6-4. He's in control now on the bottom of the mat. As they both move each other away and out of bounds. 3 near fall points as well for Egger. Makes it 9-4. Clegg has got his work cut out for him. Egger continues to control there. Under 90 seconds left in the third period. On a turn. Clegg trying to avoid giving up the pin. Trying to at least make this a decision victory at most, and he gives it up. A 7th grader, Brevin Egger, at 189 with the win over the senior, Joseph Clegg. And it's now 36-30 in favor of the Roseau Rams. Should be an open here. I believe. Nope, this one will be contested at 2:15. And I believe this is actually Joseph Clegg. So my apologies on that last match. That I believe then was Craig Anderson who fell to Egger. So they move up from 189 to 215. So that everything's contested. 2-1 now in favor, I believe, of Clegg now. So again, my apologies. The last match, Craig Anderson, still a senior, wrestling up to 189, and Clegg, I believe, wrestling up to 215. Clegg with a nifty move. Wow. A little bit of a dance move there to get by the way, this is should be Peyton Wold or Avery Eidsmo or Peyton Wold for Roseau. As that ends the first period now. 3 near fall points as well, makes it 7-1 in favor of Clegg. Roseau gets the choice. They go to the top here. So again, this is Joseph Clegg. They're at 2:15. A little stoppage here. Just to confirm the score here. Gives us a little time to talk about our break in the action presented by Lee Elson Furniture Marts. Ask Lee about your live event discount at the Furniture Marts. And the break in the action presented by Lee Elson at the Furniture Marts. Get our officials for tonight, of course. That's Trevor Kittleson and Neil Litton, our officials here for tonight's bouts. Spun down. 7-1. Clegg gets spun down again, and Clegg gets the reversal. Now 9-1. Doesn't need the pin, but it would certainly help. It would tie things up in what's been a classic matchup between these two squads. Just about a week and a half after Christmas, two teams in Christmas colors doing battle here on a very festive mat, if I might say so myself as well. As Roseau, Eidsmo or Wolds, Clegg holds him down. On the shoulder. And that'll do it. Nice pin for Joe Clegg. The senior evens the score 36-36. Can't get much closer than that. It will come down to the final weight class, the heavyweights. 285. It'll be Toby Bryant. Toby Bryant, an eighth grader, another just stout eighth grader at 285, taking on the senior Joshua Cavernan, a junior. When Coach Mack, again, I've got the headphones on, so I can't quite hear everything in the scores table. I heard Kobe Bryant, and maybe that's a nickname of Toby Bryant. It's pretty close. So he'll try to do some Mamba moves out there on mat number 1. Great finish to this match, 36-36. Winner of this match wins the duel for their team. Bryan and Cavernan there in the center circle. Always love a good heavyweight match to close out the bout, especially when it's for the win. Heavyweights keep dancing. There are 65 seconds to go in the opening period. As both guys pretty even. Cavernan and Bryan. Cavernan, of course, for the Patriots in the white and red. Bryan in the Roseau Ram green. They dance around as Cavernan gets the takedown. Oh, but Bryan switches things up. And now they're both about even. And there it is. Looked like Cavernan had the initial edge, but Bryan will pick up the win for the Roseau Rams by fall. Again, Roseau 42, Mayport CG 36 in this first round. As it was 52-18, Hillsboro-Central Valley over Northern Cass. We will reset the mats, and we'll come back with round 2 action next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Visit with Rocky Nedham at Nedham Seeds Caledonia for LCS wheat seed varieties, Trigger, Cannon, and 2 new varieties named Buster and Dual. Call Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia. They also have proven wheat seed SY Velda from AgriPro. Your local Pioneer dealer, Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia, with corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed for your farm and SeedX sugar beet seeds. Call Rocky 701-430-1149, Nedham Seeds Caledonia.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Northern Kansas School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Kansas will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Kansas is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northernkansasschool.org. That's northernkansasschool.org.
Even as a kid, I knew I wanted to be part of Polar Communications because they have such a long history of taking care of their employees.
I'm grateful that we get to work with great people every day, and I get to go home at the end of the day knowing that what we did for the day matters.
It's a great place to be part of a team and feel like you're achieving so much more than just answering a phone call. Polar is more than that. Polar is family.
For all your fresh floral needs, rely on 3R Floral on Main Street in Hillsboro. If you have an upcoming wedding or special event, contact 3R Floral to help with your floral needs for the occasion. Call 3R Floral at 701-636-2000. You can also find gift ideas for all occasions. Check out the new decor to spruce up your home and office for the new year at 3R Floral. And don't forget about Hillsboro Gifts, featuring Borough apparel for all Borough fans. Check out the 3R Floral Facebook page and see some great gifts available. If you can dream it, we can do it at 3R Floral in Hillsboro.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
Whew, sorry I'm late. I had to walk again.
Where's your car?
Whew, the auto shop said it would take a few months to fix.
You should have taken it to Abra.
Abra Auto Body can fix your car faster than the other body shops. After your claim is filed, Abra handles the rest with the insurance companies and adjuster. Lonnie and his team will take good care of you. Visit us on 32nd Avenue South or schedule your appointment at abraauto.com. Abra Auto Body, right the first time, on time.
Abra Auto Body, Grand Forks.
Time now for our Between the Matches recap, presented by Farmers Union Insurance Agent Ryan Opdahl. In Hillsboro, home auto, business, life, farm insurance, visit the agency downtown Hillsboro or call 701-436-5777. One pretty one-sided match and another tightly contested matchup as the final scores in round number one. Roseau ekes out a win over Mayport CG, coming down to the final class, 42-36. And Hillsboro-Central Valley defeats Northern Cass 52-18. The Burros just gave up a couple of, actually, I believe just one contested victory there at the end at 285. Gage Nygaard with a win over Fernando Rios, I believe was the only contested win for Northern Cass. Lots of pinfalls for the Burros. Lots of opens as well. good win for Hillsboro-Central Valley, their 4th straight victory, going back to their home quadrangular when they defeated Devils Lake and Pembina County North. And as well, trying to remember the other team that they defeated there, Northwood as well. So, and for Mayport CG, they fall. Patriots have now continued their losing skid, I believe, in dual competition. They have lost now 4 straight matches, as they will take on Northern Cass next. Some more exhibition matchups going on right now. Again, that's our Farmers Union Insurance between the matches recap presented by Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance agent in Hillsboro. We'll step away and be back for the second round of matchups. Again, coming up, it's Mayport CG Northern Cass on mat number 1 on the right-hand side of the screen. Hillsboro-Central Valley and Roseau on the left side of the screen there on mat number 2. That's next.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com. You'll want to check out the year-end discounts on trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. And you might want to think about ordering early for next spring, as well as looking at the new models of gooseneck trailers. Bloomfield Enterprises carries a full line of trailers from Big Tex and Flow. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
I'm Freya Engen. I'm confident during the match, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Lily Bell. I'm confident on the court, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkmeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on an Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise July 23rd to August 4th. We'll discover the cities of Anchorage and Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night cruise including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information and to watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, North Dakota has adapted to the growing needs of the edible bean industry since 1982. Production of edible beans helps many growers in the Red River Valley make their farming operation more profitable. These growers are also producing a nutritious, high-protein food source, helping feed a hungry world. Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, with receiving stations in Hatton, Sharon, Larimore, Devils Lake, Wilton, Washburn, Lincoln, Peasic, East Grand Forks, Grafton, and Garski. Learn more at centralvalleybean.com or 701-847-2622. We're back here for the second round of matchups. Roseau, Hillsboro-Central Valley will go on mat number 2. And on the left-hand side of your screen. And over there on mat number 1, Mayport CG Northern Cats. Patriots trying to bounce back after now 4 straight dual defeats. As Hillsboro-Central Valley will try to keep it rolling. They have won 4 straight themselves. Going to 8-7. On the year, the Roseau Rams looking pretty impressive for their young squad of sophomores or younger. Again, you're in tune to the broadcast on yourliveevents.com. And we just came out of a timeout. Timeout's presented by Nodak Insurance Company. Agent Brad Richter in Hillsboro, Sales Associate Nick Preston in Mayville. For all your insurance questions, see them, Trail County's agents with answers. Agent Brad Richter, Hillsboro, Sales Associate Nick Preston over there in Mayville. Again, we've got some other wrestling coverage going on yourliveevent.com. Let's check around the Your Live Event Network. Lots of things going on. It's a busy Thursday. Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament going on right now as well. In case you're looking to see Mayport CG Boys against Maple River, that match should be done, if not done, about done, 4-5 matchup. The winner of that one will take on the winner of Lemoore Litchfield Marion and Wyoming Lidgerwood. Other half of the bracket for the Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament, Richland and Enderlin and Barnes County North and the Valley City JV squad. Another wrestling action tonight. There is wrestling as well. South Border and Lisbon. Oh, that should be a great matchup. 2 heavyweights going at it here on yourliveevent.com. Other basketball action. Wapenen visits Central Cass. Mahnomen-Waban in girls action. Mahnomen-Waban hosts Red Lake County, also girls basketball. Girls action. Thompson hosts Hatton Northwood. More girls basketball action. West Fargo Horace hosts Shanley, and LaPorte is at Pine River Bacchus in Minnesota boys basketball action. That's on yourliveevent.com. We just got the numbers in, by the way. Thanks to the over 1 million views from maybe about 1 million people. Had over 1 million views in 2023. We added 4,000 subscribers in 2023 as well. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out with us all last year. We look forward to more this year. There's an early takedown there for Justin Terrell at 114. And a 2-0 lead for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Terrell has been on an absolute tear this season. And he's had a lot of aggressive moves early on in matches to get him there. And we're back to the split mat format. As Terrell, with the now 3 near fall points, leads at 5-2-0 over there on mat number 2. Reversal coming the way of Roseau's Chris Barlow. Terrell gets another takedown, making quick work of this match, 7-1. As mat number 1 is started as well, I believe at 114. That or 121, I believe an open win for Mayport CG. 9-1 lead now for Terrell. Picks up a couple more near fall points. Again, Hillsboro-Central Valley and Roseau. So they're on mat number 2, Mayport CG Northern Cass on mat number 1. 9-2 lead now for Terrell as he goes for another takedown. Spinorama there on the far side of the mat. And Terrell with a takedown and a pin. A pinfall in 1 minute 49 seconds. Terrell pin in less than 2 minutes. First period pinfall for Justin Terrell. So it's 6-0 here. Hillsboro-Central Valley. And an open at 121 ties it up at 6 apiece. It is, by the way, 6-0 as well between Mayport CG and Northern Cass. Let's update that score line for you. And believe we just finished another one, and Northern Cass picks up a win and ties it up at 6 apiece. Looks like another open victory there, 127 for Roseau. So they now lead it to 12-6. So again, opens at 121 and 127 for the Burros. Ethan Drake would normally wrestle there, and looks like he might move up there to 33. So 12-6, here comes Ethan Drake now. As if this is indeed 133, it would be, I believe, Keen Johnson. Again, wrestling Ethan Drake. A good turn there as a 2-0 early lead for Drake. Trying to pick up the pinfall here. And he has it. First period pinfall there for Ethan Drake. It's now 12-12. And adjust the scoreboard here. You can get the full score on there. There you go. 12-12. And well, this would be 139, I believe. Is not exactly sure what's happening over there on mat number 2. Mat number 1, Northern Cass with Reed Volden, has now taken the lead there 12-6. And make it 18-6, or 12-12. I believe is the score there on mat number 1. I believe this is Tyson Sunby, and I think this is 139. Sunby's going to get a 2-point takedown here. Needs 2-0 here with the score tied at 12 apiece. So I believe then this would be Jaden Anderson again. Roseau Rams, but they might have switched things around. Reversal there makes it 2-1. Way more opens coming on mat number 1, 18-12 now. Favor of the Patriots. They try to snap a 4-match losing skid. On mat number 2, they go back to neutral. 12-12 tie unofficially, according to my calculations there. As Sunby, I believe, for Roseau Anderson, doing battle. Sunby goes for the takedown, and he's got it, leading now 4-1. Burrows try to take the lead here. By the way, I'm at number 1. It's now 24-12. Sunby continues to control there on the other side of the mat. Mat number 2. Sunby working on that left arm. Choice is Roseau at the end of the first period. They defer. Sunby goes for neutral. The 4-1 lead. Sunby goes for the takedown, and he's got it. 6-1 now. Hillsboro-Central Valley. Anderson tries to break free here. Minute and a half to go in the second period. Away now 30-12. Again, another fast-moving match between Mayport CG and Northern Cass. Already through the first 7 weight classes over there. Sunby with a 6-1 lead over Anderson. .45 seconds to go here now on period number 2 on mat number 2. At 1, this is Walski for Northern Cass. And I believe for Mayport CG, I believe that's Brooks Braun. They've got a minute 18 left in the first period. No score there. Sunby getting close to at least some points for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Tied at 12 with the Roseau Rams. And 10. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And that does it for the second period. Any near fault points? Yes. 3 of them for Sunby. Big takedown there for Brooks Braun. By the way, the center of the circle for Mayport CG leads it 2-0 now as Sunby over on mat number 2 will start in the down position. Sunby getting to his feet right away, looking for a reversal. He nearly has it. Slides underneath Anderson. As Sunby trying to get the turn. And he does get the reversal. Getting close to a pin now. $11-1. $120 and counting here in the third. Sunby getting close, and he's got it. Third period pinfall there for Tyson Sunby. Makes it now unofficially 18-12 in favor of the Burros. So this, I believe, would be 152. If that is the case, Sawyer Owens really wrestling up now. I think there might have been a little bit of a gap in the weight classes somewhere. At any rate, it's a quick win for Sawyer Owens. Owens a pinfall win, I will say unofficially at 145 in 17 seconds. So now a lead of 24-12. Here's Seth Constantine for Roseau. This is indeed 152, as it's Delvin Mueller. I believe I am on track, actually. Xander Delvin Mueller and Seth Constantine. Constantine with the early takedown leads it now 2-0. So Sunby wrestled down, Owens wrestled up. They switch places, looks like. As now we look to be back on track here. 6 weight classes in, a 24-12 lead. Actually 4 pinfalls for the Burros, 2 open wins for Roseau. They do not have a contested win over the Burros yet today, but Constantine looks to be in control here. Meanwhile, over on mat number 3, they're still going between Walski and Braun, but this one might be closing in. It's Constantine. Continues to control Delvin Mueller. Braun with the pin over Walski. Makes it now 36-12. For the first 8 classes. Based on the openings, looks like the Patriots will snap their 4-match losing skid here. Burroughs trying to keep a 4-match winning streak going to 5, heading into their bout with the Patriots. But later on. Anderson and Treebwasser, by the way, going to mat number 1. Constantine continues to break down Delvin Mueller. 15 seconds to go in the first period on mat number 2. Constantine drives Delvin Mueller to the edge of the mat there. 2 more near fall points for Constantine, 4-0. Constantine gets the choice. He's going to go up. Delvin Mueller will start in the down position now. Meanwhile, Treebwasser is going to work on Anderson. He leads it 2-0 there. Delvin Mueller trying to get back to his feet over on mat number 2 between the Burros and the Rams. Delvin Mueller fighting well, but Constantine has had the control here in the early going of this match. It's Constantine. Continuing to break down Delvin Mueller there on mat number 2. Treebwasser doing the same to Anderson on mat number 1. Almost identical positions on both mats. Constantine goes crossface halfway through this bout at 152. Roseau looking for their first contested win in this bout with Hillsboro-Central Valley. Meanwhile, Northern Cass trying to stay in the match, possibly. Treebwasser breaking down. Anderson got him on his right shoulder. Going to get him on his back. As Treebwasser slams Anderson down to the mat. And we get We get a little bit of a caution there. A little bit of a clasp there. 1 technical point goes to Mayport CG, and now it's tied at 2. Still a 4-0 lead as Constantine looks to get the pin late in the second period. He won't have enough time. He should get some near fall points out of this. He'll pick up 2 more. 6-0. Constantine leading Dovenmuller as Dovenmuller chooses neutral to start the third period. Dovenmuller is fighting nicely through this. Trying to go for the double leg takedown. Constantine holds him off. It's Constantine now leading 8-0 on the takedown. So it'd be a major decision victory instead of a minor decision victory now for Constantine and the Roseau Rams. 3 straight class victories for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Treebwasser and Anderson continue to battle on mat number 1. Still tied at 2, 1:24 to go in the second period. 1:10 to go in the third period on mat number 2. Constantine trying to at least get the full 6 points. Dovenmuller trying to at least salvage a couple of points on defense, if you will, for his team. Under a minute to go. Dovenmuller fighting well, holding off Constantine's pinfall attempt. Treebwasser gets Anderson in a tough spot. He's going to get at least near fall points to take the lead on this. Might have enough for the pin late. And back on the stomach there that time. 3 near fall points, though, for Treebwasser. He's got a 5-2 lead now. 35 seconds to go in the second period. Mat number 2, Constantine. The stalling warning. Going to do something here. He is going to get the win regardless. But it's a question of major versus minor decision victory. Oh, he might get a pin late. Not enough, though. It'll be a major decision victory for Constantine and the Roseau Rams. 8-0's the final there. 24-16 now is the score. Again, Constantine with his second win of the night. 8-0 decision victory. Go to 160. Iverson now for Hillsboro-Central Valley. And Skibicki for Roseau. Meanwhile, mat number 1, Treebwasser leads at 8-2. Needs a few more points to get a major decision victory. 2-point takedown, I believe, for the Burros. And Iverson. Iverson breaks down Skibicki there. 30 seconds into the match of 160. Treebwasser getting closer and closer to some nice points, and he gets it. A pinfall, middle of the third period. And some sportsmanship at the end as well. Good bout between Treebwasser and Anderson. Treebwasser gets the win for the Jags, 36-18. .60 seconds into the first period over there on mat number 2. Iverson and Skibicki going at it. It's Iverson trying to pick up a pin here. The Burros lead at 24-16 on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seed sale scoreboard. And a pinfall victory in a minute 12. First period pin for Iverson. Makes it now 30-16. Hillsboro-Central Valley's found a rhythm since their home quadrangular, I should say. And here comes Ben Thompson for the Burros at 172 to take on Owen Cummings. So again, it's Thompson and Cummings. And Thompson with the early takedown. Trying to go for the cradle there. Thompson turning Cummings on his side and on his back right away. Quickest pinfall of the match still goes to Sawyer Owens in 17 seconds at 145, but Thompson's on his way to a quick one himself. Meanwhile, Clegg and for Northern Cass, Gaston in a real battle right now, 215. A fun one to watch over there on mat number 1. Cummings in a tough spot on mat number 2. Not much movement going on there, as there's the pin in 58 seconds. 58-second pin for Thompson at 172, and the Burros extend their lead now, 36-16. Take that score for you. Pinfall victory for Brody Gaston, 36-24. A couple of relatively even matches here now. Northern Cass putting on some points now. About now, there's Braden Schultz with a nice takedown. Schultz going at it there with Brevin Egger. Schultz with a 2-0 lead. I've hardly moved that 2-0 score. I just realized that, but it's almost been like a good luck charm for the Burros. They've gotten early takedowns in each of the last 3 matches, including this one, as Nygaard and the Jaguars looking to try and cut the lead to 6. They don't have a lightweight, though, so the Patriots will still win that match. But there's a pinfall victory in 48 seconds at 189 for Schultz. Reversal, by the way, for the Patriots. (42-16), Hillsboro-Central Valley with the lead. As at 2:15, the Rams will send out against either Eidsmo or Wold. He gets the open victory, 42-22. And at 285, Fernando Rios. And not Kobe Bryant, but Toby Bryant will step out onto the mat for the Roseau Rams. So again, 2:15 is an open. No pinfall victories contested for Roseau. They're 22 points, 3 pinfall victories, and a major decision victory. Wins contested for Terrell, Drake, Sunby, Owens, and Iverson, Thompson, and Schultz. Rios and Bryan, and about there on the far side of the mat. They usher each other near the boundary. And they bring each other back in as Nygaard and Tavernan for Northern Cass and Mayport CG respectively in a great battle right now. As Bryan looks to get the pin on Rios there on the edge of the mat. And there it is. Toby Bryan with a win at heavyweights over Fernando Rios. Bryan with the first period pin. Makes it 42-28. And we got one more at 107. And looks like it's open. I believe. Jackson Kleckner would normally be here. He must be out, I believe. And so that should do it for the duel. 42-34. Two tight matches for Roseau. They get one win apiece. The Burros go 2 for 2 so far. And again, they win the duel 42-34. Exhibition matches coming up here now for the Burros. And believe that will end the bout for Mayport CG and Northern Cass 42-24. So both bouts come to an end at about the same time. Mayport CG defeats Northern Cass 42-24. And Hillsboro-Central Valley defeats Roseau 42-34. So a good set of results here for both Hillsboro-Central Valley and Mayport CG. 42-34, the final on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seed Sales scoreboard for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Mayport CG 42, Northern Cass 24. Exhibition matches are out right now. We'll be back for in between the matches recap next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Almost half of the energy used in homes goes toward heating and cooling the spaces we live in. Energy Star certified heating and cooling equipment can improve your comfort while lowering electric bills. Through its Bright Energy Solutions program, City of Hillsboro offers rebates for a wide range of energy-efficient equipment like heat pumps and central air conditioners. You can also get a rebate for having your cooling system professionally tuned up. Call the City of Hillsboro to learn more about rebates or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
Cutting Edge Ag connects your operation with first-hand expertise and industry-best precision ag technology from Ag Leader. We've simplified precision farming with powerful tools to maximize profit opportunities like never before. No matter the size of your farm or the complexity of your field activities, Cutting Edge Ag is your local partner for a more profitable future. Unlock a new era of farming success with Ag Leader and Cutting Edge Ag.
This is Austin Reed with Dakota Heritage Bank. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we have a strong background in ag and business lending, but we can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. If you're in need of a loan, visit us at one of our locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future.
My coworkers here at Degelman are super supportive. We all get along. Makes for a really easy work day, easy work week.
From day one, I felt like it's been a big family here at Degelman.
Our culture at Degelman is really second to none. It's truly a family atmosphere.
It feels really great to be a part of a team that is building some of the toughest equipment in the farm industry.
Auto Egg wants you to be prepared, no matter what Mother Nature throws your way. Auto Egg offers seed, fertilizer, and chemical options to best fit your operations. They also provide scouting to help find weeds and disease and track crop stands to help producers get a better idea what's going on with their fields. Contact Nick Otto at 701-520-0825 or Kylan Kostreski at 701-520-9875.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on an Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise July 23rd to August 4th. We'll discover the cities of Anchorage and Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night cruise including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information and to watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Head to rjbroadcasting.com and get your free copy, the Digital Sports Guide. It's the winter sports guide for R&J Sports, and it's free, it's digital, and it's available on rjbroadcasting.com. The cover's blue, it's got great photos on it, and it's easy for you to download. Simply go to rjbroadcasting.com, click on the winter sports guide, or scan the QR code if you see it on the flyer or on our social media pages or on the screens. It's the winter sports guide, R&J Sports 2023-24, available now, rjbroadcasting.com.
Exhibition matches going on here right now on mat number 2 between Hillsboro-Central Valley and Roseau. It's time for our Between the Matches recap presented by Farmers Union Insurance Agent Ryan Opdahl in Hillsboro. Farmers Union Insurance Agent Ryan Opdahl in Hillsboro. Home, auto, business, life, farm insurance. Visit the agency downtown Hillsboro or call 701-436-5777. A couple of matches that ended about the same time, very similar matches as well. With Mayport CG coming out victorious over Northern Cass, 42-24, and Hillsboro-Central Valley getting the win over Roseau, 42-34. Breakdown of the Roseau Hillsboro-Central Valley matches. 114 is where they started. Justin Terrell with a pin in the first period. Open victories at 121 and 127 for Roseau, and then the Burros claimed 3 straight with Ethan Drake with a first period pinfall victory, 133. Tyson Sunby, a third period pin at 145. And Sawyer Owens, the fastest pin of the night for the Burros in 17 seconds. Getting the pinfall there. They took a 24-12 lead by that point. The only decision victory of the night, a major decision win for Seth Constantine at 152 over Xander Dovenmueller. Made it 24-16. The Burros would win 3 straight weight classes by first period pinfalls. For Carter Iverson at 160, Ben Thompson at 172, and Braden Chenault at 189. And then the last 3 matches all went to Roseau. Open victories at 215 and 107, and a first period pin for Toby Bryan over Fernando Rios at 285. Roseau is at now 1-1 on the bouts tonight. Hillsboro-Central Valley at 2-0, Mayport CG at 2-0, and Northern Cass at 0-2 on the bouts here this evening. So the Patriots and the Burros will meet on mat number 1 here coming up following the final exhibition matches on mat number 2 between Roseau and Hillsboro-Central Valley. And we didn't get a chance to go through the roster here, so we'll take a quick break, and we'll come back and go through that quickly, and then we'll be back for third final round action on YourLiveEvent.com. Mayport CG, Hillsboro-Central Valley coming up, also Roseau and Northern Cass on the way on YourLiveEvent.com.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at Enbridge.com.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Contact Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union Insurance agent, at 701-436-5777, or use the QR code to connect with the agency.
For over 100
100 years, Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator, a full-service cooperative, has been growing and adapting with the ever-changing agriculture industry. These strong roots in eastern North Dakota include a dedicated staff of 42 full-time employees. Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator offers a variety of services, including agronomy, sales and service, custom application, grain drying and handling, bulk fuel and oil, tire repair, and light mechanic work. Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator is a buyer of corn, soybeans, wheat, and sunflowers. Learn more by visiting FinleyFarmersElevator.com.
The vision of the Finley-Sharon Public School is to educate today's learners for tomorrow's world. The mission of the students and staff is to have the power, pride, opportunity, wisdom, effort, and relationship to be respectful, be responsible, and be safe. Through this effort, students at the Finley-Sharon Public School will become well-rounded, confident, and responsible individuals who aspire to achieve their full potential. To learn more, visit FinleySharonSchool.com.
Improving finances and a desire to save more are consistently near the top of the list when it comes to New Year's resolutions. Well, maybe this is your sign to go from thinking about saving money to actually saving money and improving your finances with a CD special at First State Bank. A 9-month CD with a 5.07 interest rate, minimum $10,000. Visit their locations in Buxton, Grand Forks, Mayville, Portland, and Thompson to learn more. First State Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey swatch autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
Coming out of this Nodak Insurance Company, timeout agents with answers for every generation. Agent Brad Richter in Hillsboro, sales associate Nick Preston in Mayville. We're again set for the third and final round. Hillsboro-Central Valley, Mayport CG, Roseau, and Northern Cass. I'm going to run through the rosters real quick for Hillsboro-Central Valley and Northern Cass. We did not do so earlier, did not get to the time yet. At 121 for Northern Cass, Gavin Giffey. 133, Reed Volden. Luke Murch at 160. Anders Hovdenis at 172. And Luke Walski also at 172. 189, Will Treebwasser. 215, Brody Geston. 285, Gage Nygaard, Caden Williams, and Jackson Sinclair. And for the ladies, 118, Isabel Erickson. And 124, Kaya Lee. And for Hillsboro-Central Valley, 107, Jackson Kleckner and Mason Ouellette. Justin Terrell at 114. Ethan Drake, 127. Max Bachnis and Carson Kazette, 133. Ben Nelson, Cade Mueller, and Sawyer Owens at 139. Rylan Sunby and Tyson Sunby at 145. Easton Beach and Xander Dovenmueller, 152. Devin Wingdahl, Carter Iverson, 160. Ben Thompson, 172. Braden Chenault, 189. Coy Haas, 215. And Fernando Rios at 285. And for the ladies, Gabriella McNamara at 124. Crystal Magnuson, 118. Emily Smith, 142. And Carolyn Stanton at 170. Again, mat number 2, or I should say this is actually mat number 1. I forgot to change those around. So let me do that real quick. This is mat number 1. And this is mat number 2. So I had to switch those around. So Hillsboro-Central Valley, Mayport CG, the Burros have now won 5 straight duels. They are now 9-7 in dual competition. Mayport CG bouncing back after an early loss. They are now 5-5 in dual competition this season. Northern Cass, Roseau going out at mat number 2. We'll put our main focus here at mat number 1. We'll update you periodically at mat number 2, but that one will likely go quick. It's been a fast-moving quadrangular, as I believe they start at 121 this time around. And an open victory for Mayport CG to start things out. We'll update the score here for you in just a little bit. Again, 121 is open, I believe. And 127 is also open. So Mayport CG starts out with a 12-0 lead right out of the gate. But that's what it was between Roseau and Hillsboro-Central Valley. So 12-0. Early lead for the Patriots. So now at 133, Ethan Drake for the Burros with the early takedown. And for Mayport CG, this is Maddox Mock. Could be a preview of a very important regional duel matchup. Hillsboro-Central Valley and Mayport CG. As Drake with the 2-0 lead, 1:12 to go in this opening period. Again, from Finley. As there's a pin for Drake in 59 seconds. Drake with a 59-second pin. To make it now 12-6. Going down to 139. Tyson Sunby for HCV. And this is Harstead for Mayport CG, Jalen Harstead. So quick first three classes. As movement there at the center. By the way, they're doing, I believe, some maybe ladies. They're doing a full ladies match or some ladies exhibition over there on mat number 1 between Roseau and Northern Cass. Either that or they're allowing the ladies to be part of the combined team. Nonetheless, back over on mat number 1. Takedown there for Harstead. 2-0 Mayport CG out of the gate here for the Burros, trailing 12-6. Harstead. Sunby on the left side. First time these two teams have met in dual competition this season. I believe the only time they will meet in regular season dual competition. Sunby tries to get to the tripod. Trying to get that right wrist free, and he does. Harstead still hanging on. And grabs that right wrist again. 40 seconds to go here in the first period. Mat number 1. Mayport CG, Hillsboro-Central Valley. The Patriots up 12-6. Team score. Harstead up 2-0 individually after a takedown. As Sunby had a chance at a tripod, and despite being in control, Harstead looks to be in a little bit of pain. Sunby with a chance at a reversal, but his neck is caught up in a little bit of a legal chokehold from Harstead. And there's the reversal now. 2-2 tie. That's the end of the first period now. 12-6. Team score 2-2 tie. Sunby's choice, he defers. Harstead is going to go neutral. So we start the second period. Clock cannot start, and now it does. So maybe a few extra seconds for both these guys. We'll see if they need it. 2-point takedown now for Sunby. He takes his first lead of the match, 4-2. There's a little bit of a stalemate going on right now. 90 seconds to go, the second period. And now Harstead in a tight spot. Sunbee's got good position. The 4-2 lead. Harstead in visible pain. As Sunbee gets the pin. Sunbee with the pin in about 3 minutes. And the points go to the Burros. 12-12 tie now. 145 now. And Sawyer Owens is going to get an open victory at 145. So it makes it 18-12, Hillsboro-Central Valley. Now it's at 152 between Dovenmuller for the Burros and for Mayport CG, this is Jarrett Kine. So an 18-12 lead for the Burros. Just our third contested match of this bout. Early takedown there. Almost. He's got it now for Dovenmuller. 2-0. Nearly reversal for Kine. Dovenmuller making quick work of this. Kine fighting nicely. After a 12-0 start for the Patriots, the Burros have rattled off 18 straight points. They're in the meat of their lineup here, with Iverson, Thompson, and Chenault still to come. Kine with a reversal. Kine with a nice move there, makes it 2-2. And Kine is going to turn it into a quick pin. Jarrett Kine, 51 second pin over Dovenmuller. So now we are tied at 18, going into 160. So first 6 classes are even, 7 to go. And they're both even to start real quick between Iverson and Bryce Mock. Iverson going for the single leg takedown. Mike trying to fight off Mock, and Mock does get the early takedown, leading 2-0. Mock driving Iverson towards the center of the mat. (18-18) tie here. The Burros have won 5 straight regular season dual matches. Iverson chucked down to the ground again by Mock. Mock trying to get the turn now. Iverson holding him off. Iverson still fighting well. Here in the center of the mat. Not too much action going on there, by the way, in mat number 2. Between Roseau and Northern Cass, they don't have the ability to put up the team score there on that scoreboard, so I don't have the score for you on that one. But safe to say Roseau is taking some open victories. Still 2-0 here on mat number 1, our featured mat. 35 seconds to go here between the Burros and the Patriots. Trying to get up here. On his knees is Iverson. A turn there. And not much going on here right now with 5 seconds left in the opening period. 3, 2, 1, and that does it. No near fault points. It's Mayport CG's choice. Iverson is going to go neutral to start the second period. Tussle there at the center between Iverson, who goes for the single leg takedown. Denied by Mock. Mock very aggressive when they push each other out of the circle. Dancing there right now. By the way, over there on mat number 1, already as an 8th grader, this guy's going places. Seth Constantine just picked up his 50th win. Over there on mat number 2. 4-0 now as Mock with another takedown. Iverson trying to get away, and he does. Has a chance at a reversal, got to spin around, and he has it. 4-3. They're just going to give him a reversal, no escape, so 4-2. Halfway through this match, 60 seconds to go in the second period. They got to feel like this is an important match at 160 between Bryce Mock of Mayport CG, and Carter Iverson of Hillsboro-Central Valley. $40 seconds to go here in the second period. And we get a whistle now, and we get blood time. So while we get blood time, we're going to take a quick break here on YourLiveEvent.com.
At Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, they remain committed to their original mission of providing living environments for seniors that maximize health, independence, and quality of life. Residents can enjoy hobbies, socializing, programs, and more at Halstead Living Center and Heritage House communities. For more information on Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, call 218-456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com. Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsboro, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
Out of this blood timeout, presented by Nodak Insurance Company, Agent Brad Richter in Hillsboro, Sales Associate Nick Preston in Mayville. It's a reversal for Mock. He leads at 6-2 now. 25 seconds to go in the second period. Iverson gets to his feet, but he did not turn out enough as we get a dislodged ear mask. They haven't stopped it yet. They might stop it. Just wait till the end of the period. 4-3, and they stop it now with 2 seconds. And, can't see it. Probably for good reason, but we're going to get another round of blood time as a little bit of a maybe trachea situation there. So we'll step away and be back.
The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club is made up of parents, fans, and community members who work together to build team and community spirit. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club supports Hillsboro and Central Valley students in their school activities and encourages all students to be involved in the activities at your school. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club takes great pride in uniting the communities to support the boroughs, encouraging everyone to promote school spirit, sportsmanship, and to support the Hillsboro-Central Valley students. It's the Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club.
There's more at 104. Hillsboro, North Dakota has everything you want in a hometown. Business opportunities, great jobs, and a top-notch school. Shovel-ready lots for your next idea. Great jobs in manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. An excellent education for your kids with small class sizes and lots of school spirit. Plus easy access to I-29 and the conveniences of North Dakota's largest cities. Build your future in Hillsboro and see why there's more at 104.
Out of this Nodak Insurance Company timeouts. For all your insurance questions, see Trail County's agents with answers. Agent Brad Richter in Hillsboro, Sales Associate Nick Preston in Mayville. You see it going on, well, you could call it our Mat 2 camera in the foreground as Bryce Mock was, let's just say he was struggling to keep something down. And now the blood time continues. So looks like he's all right and good to go. He'll go back from the Mat 2 camera and he'll appear in the Mat 1 camera momentarily. There he is. So it's 1 second left in the second period. And I think they're just going to move it to the third. Yep. All right. Third period, it's Iverson's choice here on mat number 1. And it goes neutral now for Mock. It's actually, I believe we're at the start of the second. It's a lot of blood time, so kind of lost track of where we were for a second. So double leg shot for Iverson. Didn't quite finish it. And now Mock with a takedown, 8-2. Iverson keeps fighting here. 90 seconds to go in the second period. And nice reversal for Iverson. Makes it 8-4. Just slipped out of there. It's a big-time match here. Iverson. Going cross face there. As Iverson, and now we got the cotton nostril plug slipped out onto the mat, so you might have to call for more blood time there. 40 seconds left. It is the third period, by the way. It did just flash the 3 on there. So Iverson continues to go to work. $30 seconds. Iverson's got to make a move, and now it's a reversal for Mock. 10-4. Despite all the blood time, Mock looks like he's going to hang on as that's a violent toss out of the circle. 15 seconds left, I believe, in this match. Iverson is down. The Patriots look to regain the lead in this duel. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that'll do it. Bryce Mock with the win, 10-4. It's going to be a minor decision victory over Iverson. Makes it now 21-18 in favor of the Mayport CG Patriots. Whoop. It should be 21-18. They put 24-18 on the board. It should be 21-18. That was just a minor decision victory. So now we have one of the two Finley-Sharon seniors out there right now, and Brooks Braun going up against at 172. I believe this is well, actually, beg your pardon, that was, I believe this is Iverson out there right now. So this is 172. Unless that was Devin Wigdahl out there, because I think this is Iverson now. So I've got 21-18. They've got 24-18. I thought that was just a minor decision victory. It's Iverson going for the takedown. .140. Well, that was all in 15 seconds. Seemed like it should have gone longer, the clock. But they're back to neutral here now. Between Iverson and Braun at 172. So this is indeed Iverson. So my apologies to the Borough faithful. I think that might have been Devin Wigdahl to go up to wrestle. Either that or I've got a misprint somewhere. So in the meantime, Braun goes for the takedown in the direction of Tim Strand. Look out, Tim. He's unfazed. As they go back to the center. And they usher each other near the edge of the mat. Very active, 60 seconds. And so, yeah, they had a minute left on the clock, and apparently that's the end of the first period. So Iverson's in the up position to start the second period. We remain scoreless as Brooks Braun is down. And an escape for Braun. He leads it now 1-0. And a 21-18 lead I have on the Golden Harvest Home Gazette seat sale scoreboard. Braun goes for the takedown. Iverson will get it. His feet were just in the boundary. Carter Iverson with a nice switch, and they do change the score. So it is, again, 21-18 confirmed on the scoreboard. So ask and you shall receive. As caution goes up there for Iverson. Iverson takes Braun down on the left shoulder. Brooks Braun, Craig Anderson, the two Finley-Sharon seniors as part of this Mayport CG squad. Iverson and Braun, a little bit of a battle there. Iverson controls, Braun trying to get back up, get that all-important escape point, or even a reversal to take the lead. Iverson sends him back down. Iverson gets the turn now. Iverson with the pin. In about 2 minutes and 55 seconds. Over Brooks Braun. So we go down to 189, and here comes Ben Thompson. So, yeah, these Borough wrestlers are moving up, are wrestling up, probably to try and fill 215. So here is Craig Anderson. Also wrestling up at 189 is Clegg will wrestle 215. Clegg and Chenault will wrestle. That should be a phenomenal matchup. This one should be pretty good, too, between Thompson and Anderson. 24-21, by the way, the Burrows have taken the lead. As Thompson trying to get the early takedown, and he gets it on the edge of the mat. Thompson trying to make quick work of this. 3 near-fall points and a 2-point takedown makes it an early 5-0 lead for Ben Thompson. Already has a pin in 58 seconds tonight. And I think he had a quick one against Northern Cass, too. As Anderson gets back up to his feet now, 5-1 on the escape. Big win for Agger, by the way, against Treewasser for Roseau. Thompson gets the takedown again, 7-1. Ben Thompson has had an excellent night for the Burrows, and he looks to possibly give them 6 crucial points in this duel. They're trying to sweep a quadrangular for the second straight time. First at home, and this one on the other side of Trail County. Thompson on the top of the mat gets the pin in 57 seconds this time. Over Anderson. And so now it is 30-21. (30-21) here now. This should be a phenomenal match at 2:15. Both these guys wrestling up. It's Chenault for Hillsboro-Central Valley and Clegg for Mayport CG. Might be a highlight match coming up here. Left side of the mat. Chenault with the early takedown. Chenault has Clegg on the top of the mat. And Clegg trying to get back up here. And it's a pretty important match. 285 should be contested, but 107 should be open in favor of the Patriots. As Clegg is down, Chenault. Clegg trying to get back up onto his feet. He can get the escape. 2-1. Clegg and Chenault dancing there. Got to zoom in just a hair. Both guys dance there on the top of the mats. .30 seconds to go in the first period. 2-1. Chenault gonna get 2 more points on the takedown. Clegg in trouble. .12 seconds left in the opening period. And 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more near fall points for Braden Chenault, leading at 6-1 now at 2:15. Choice is going to go to Clegg, and he goes down. 6-1, 30-21 is the dual score in favor of Hillsboro-Central Valley. Again, these two teams could easily see each other in the regional duels. Up in Larimore next month, we will have both the Region 1 and Region 2 duels on yourliveevent.com. There's a pin for Chenault in 2 minutes and 21 seconds. And so we get now to the heavyweights at 285. And the junior Joshua Kavernin for Mayport CG and Fernando Rios, another junior as well. So for the for the third straight match, Iverson, Thompson, and Chenault all pick up victories 36-21 with 3 weight classes to go. Chenault and Kavernin battling it all around the mat. $15-point advantage for the Burros. This could end in a tie. as Fernando Rios with a takedown. Rios trying to get a big win for his confidence on the right side. As right shoulder goes Cavernan, and he gets it. Rios finishing off a match here. Fernando Rios with a pin in 53 seconds over Joshua Cavernan. And so that makes the score now 42-21. The Burros are going to win their 6th straight. And we do get about at 107. Again, Hillsboro-Central Valley is going to win this duel. The question is by how much? I believe this is Jackson Kleckner for the Burros. And Blake Gom for Mayport CG. 2-0. Patriots. And this one might be quick. Couple more near fall points makes it 4-0. Actually 5-0. Just got 107 and 114 left to go. $50 seconds to go in the first period at 107. And there's the pin. With the pin over, I believe, Kleckner. $42-26. Or 42-27, excuse me. Goes to 114 now, and it'll be an open finish. So Justin Terrell is going to get an open victory, 48-27. The Burros will win their 6th straight duel. They have swept each of the last 2 quadrangulars, and Rob Owen's squad is in a nice form as they enter 2024. Get the final score on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seed Sales Scoreboard. Hillsboro-Central Valley, 48. Mayport CG, 27. And as they get to the heavyweights there on mat number 2, that should just about wrap up our coverage of quadrangular at Finley-Sharon, at least our in-mat coverage. We'll step away here for a few minutes. We'll come back with our post-match report presented by Farmers Union Insurance Agent Ryan Opdahl, Hillsboro. And a little bit later on, we'll hopefully catch up with Rob Owens, get his thoughts on his squad, and we'll have the player, and post-game connection of the matches. That's coming up next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get to see Teak. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy. The Hillsboro Vets Club thanks you for your support of their activities and events. Stop in and to check out their new menu. Enjoy the Vets Club appetizers every Wednesday from 5 till 7. And as I've said many times, they have the best roasted chicken around. Enjoy roasted chicken every Saturday from 5:30 till 7:30. Get there early because sometimes it's gone early because it is the best roasted chicken. Fries and coleslaw also available with this meal every Saturday. Dine in or take out. The Hillsboro Vets Club.
Not everyone can get Secret Service level protection, but with Irie Insurance you can. You see, we've got your back, protecting homes, vehicles, businesses, crops, and so much more. Ensuring you've got the protection you need and all your questions answered faster than you can say classified information. Get protected. Get Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com for a free quote and consultation.
At Ironhide, we like to have our sales guys cater to the owners of the businesses or the customers that they're trying to help out to actually find a solution to their problem. We understand that customers have a job to do, and we strive to keep that job going without interruption.
We've invested so heavily in this facility, but bigger than that, in the people.
Don't just watch today's game, immerse yourself in it with new furniture from Lee at the Furniture Mart in Fargo. Get the ultimate fusion of styles with unmatched comfort, all at the best prices. We are now offering up to 5 years no-interest financing. So you can now get the furniture you want at the best prices with low monthly no-interest payments. The next time you need furniture, come see Lee at the Furniture Mart in Fargo. Make sure to ask for Lee for your live event discount.
You've got a lot more going for you in 2024 with Mayport Hardware, Trail County's Hardware Hank. No matter how many times your New Year's resolutions change, Mayport Hardware's tools and supplies will aid your goals and dreams. Let their staff help you turn those scratch paper scribblings into reality. Paint the bathroom, fix the deck, finally get that garden going. You may not be able to do it all this year, but you can check any of those off your list with the help of Mayport Hardware, Trail County's Hardware Hank on Main Street in Mayville.
Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center.
The Mayport CG Booster Club is here to support, promote, and encourage all Patriot sports and academic activities. The Mayport CG Booster Club members strive each year to make events within Mayport CG schools a very rewarding experience for the students, athletes, and spectators alike. For more information, like the Mayport CG Booster Club on Facebook. Best of luck to all the teams in the state softball tournament, and good luck to the Region 2 champ, Mayport CG Patriots, from the Mayport CG Booster Club.
MLGC offers ultra-high-speed broadband, streaming TV, telephone, advanced business services, and commercial-grade video surveillance services. MLGC has a goal to continue to deliver future technologies that make rural communities in North Dakota vibrant places in which to live and do business in. They're your local provider who prides itself on its unmatched customer service with a small-town touch. MLGC has offices in Enderlin, Cooperstown, and Kindred. For more info, go to mlgc.com.
You buy the quarter, half or whole beef from Mueller Angus, USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032. 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or the whole from Mueller Angus, Hillsboro. You can buy beef by the quarter, half or whole beef from Mueller Angus, USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032. 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or the whole from Mueller Angus, Hillsboro.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Coming on back at our Dakota Heritage Bank post-match interviews, talking with the head coach of the Hillsboro-Central Valley Borough Wrestling Team, and Rob Owens. And Rob, 6-0 in the last 6 dual matches. You've swept the last 2 quadrangulars. You got to feel like your team is competing really well right now.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a change up in our lineup today. We had our 121 pounder that can't wrestle this week because he's got some skin issues, but that was a low point for me because I don't like those things. So we had to change. So it gave another open, which that means we had 3. So that means we have to work harder and we got to make sure we pin. And honestly, we came through with spades and did very, very well.
Talk about, let's go backwards first, taking on a Mayport CG squad. They're at home. It's the Finley-Sharon senior night. They're playing. I usually say playing some great ball. They're wrestling some great matches, and you pulled away in the end. Your thoughts on the resiliency from your guys in that last match?
Well, they knew what they were doing. They, they had to weight in their kids just right so they could fill. I think they filled 90% of the weight classes, so they had one open, and so we had to adjust as well. So you notice there probably was a lot of different names that were on different weights. And that's fine because that's, if you don't adjust and accommodate for it, you can't win. And that was the only way we were going to win that match. And so I think, the kids that really stuck out, Xander Dovemiller, I know he didn't win the 2 matches in the last thing, but you know what? He didn't give up a major, which saves us points. He didn't give up a pin, which saves us points. I mean, he had some tough kids from both Roseau and Mayville that, if you look at it, yep. It's everyone. It's not just the kids who get pins. It's the kids who don't get pinned, the kids who are resilient, that fight off the whole match. And essentially that's where we find winners. That's how you get wins in this type of matches.
We talked about a lot of individuals over the 3 or 4 wrestling meets we've had featuring Hillsboro-Central Valley so far this season. I don't know that we've talked much about Ben Thompson yet, and he really shone bright tonight.
Yeah, Ben wrestled very well. I mean, he's a bull. I mean, honestly, it's like when you coach Ben, you let him do what he's got to do. He's short, but he's strong and physical. He's got good hips. He makes mistakes. We yell at him I'm sure you could see it. We'll be yelling, don't put the legs in, things like that, because he's little. I mean, he can't do those things. But yeah, he's having a good year. And as long as he stays positive and stays healthy, he might be a dark horse in the state tournament later on this year. He is getting some notice, though. I mean, on the rankings this last week, he got an honorable mention at 172 pounds, which he's never gotten that before. Braden Chenault also got a little bit of a notoriety there, or a little bit of notice as well. So there's some names that are coming out of Hillsboro that are starting to step up and really show their stuff.
We talk about another guy who at times this season has maybe come up short. Maybe he's had a great start, but not quite a great finish. Fernando Rios tonight in the last match. That's a big 6 points for your team.
Yeah. But you know what? Fernando, like I've told you in the past, he's an 8th grade wrestler. He's got 2 years of wrestling and under his belt. He's short, and he runs against these tall dudes that, and he has to live and die by the moves that he has. And in wrestling, and heavyweight is way different than any other weight. It's about position. It's about timing. It's about, putting the strength at the right time. And in that last match, he did everything he was supposed to do and came away with the win. Now, and you look at the other matches, he's not too far away. Each one of those, sometimes it's just who fell first, and that's the situation. So got to love him. I mean, literally, he came out last year as just wanting to get in shape, and now he's a vital part of our team.
Of course, every single individual contributes mightily and successfully to your squad. Wanted to point out just a couple of specific individuals. Any other that in particular had standout performances or have shown massive improvement over the last few weeks?
Well, Tyson Sumby did a very good job. I mean, he got asked to step up. I mean, he was against Roseau. He didn't even know he was wrestling. I'm like, hey, get your stuff on. You're going on a 39, because the kid was, I know what they were doing. They were going to try to split the difference and give Sawyer a 6 and get a 6 against Ryland, because that was one of their better kids at 45. But we'd already wrestled them at Grafton, And I knew that wasn't going to be much of a match. So, Tyson came out. He did what he was supposed to do, and he won this match, and he won against Mayville even when he was behind. Which again, we're in shape. We're pushing the envelope each time, and that's what's going to win matches.
Coach, briefly talking about the other two matches today, from a coaches and fans and even maybe want to be color commentator perspective, you look at this Roseau Ram team that sophomores are younger, and I don't know what they're doing in Roseau, but the 8th graders and 7th graders look like juniors and seniors out
there. Yeah, they're always bigger. I mean, they have good kids, good genes out there. They're called Rams for a reason. They're that kind of build. And it's fun to wrestle teams that, like I've told you, when we wrestle Minnesota teams, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter in rankings. It's just fun to go out there and have some fun and wrestle a different style. And yeah, they're 7th and 8th graders, but you give them 4 more years when they're 11th graders and, 10th and 11th graders, and every one of those kids sticks with it. They're going to have a pretty awesome little setup coming up.
You opened up the matches tonight against Northern Cass, a team you had defeated before. Similar scoreline this time around, defeating them again. Your thoughts, just from an outsider's perspective, on how this program, Northern Cass, is growing over the last couple of years?
Northern Cass has good kids, and they're getting better every time. It's unfortunate we have to wrestle them as much as we do, because, you wrestle a kid so many times, there's a good chance you're going to eventually lose one of those matches. But, RAD, we're looking at Dave Nelson basically said, we got to look out for these teams. They need competition. We can, again, lend them a hand and make sure they're getting something. So, we're going to wrestle them again when we wrestle at home in a couple weeks. And so we'll see them a number of times. But you know what? They got great kids. Reed Volden, their little 33-pounder, is powerful. And, it's a good match for Carson each time, just to give Carson a little bit of idea of a different kid to wrestle. Anytime you get on the mat, it's a learning experience, and no matter what happens, it's going to help you win, lose, or whatever happens, I guess.
Rob, coming up this weekend, the Letterman's tournament at Central Cass, always a fun atmosphere, always a great tournament to see lots of wrestlers from around the state of North Dakota and around Minnesota as well. Your thoughts on the matchups you might see this weekend?
I think this is going to be our first big challenge for a lot of our kids. Justin's going to see some kids he hasn't seen. Sawyer will see some kids he hasn't seen. We'll hopefully get to wrestle some Lisbon kids. We'll get to wrestle some of those South Border boys, and that's going to be the fun part. When we kind of find out where you're sitting in the state, Castleton's always been a big tournament, and it's really nice to have that 2-day tournament where you can just kind of turn it on and find out, okay, maybe this is not where I want to stay, or maybe this is perfect where I'm at. Okay. But a lot of times as a coach, I just got to remember to tell the kids that it's like, hey, one bad tournament doesn't make the wrestler. One bad match doesn't make the wrestler. So, we're going to have a lot of opportunities to upset kids and do things because, it's Hillsboro. Oh, they got that good basketball team. They got the good football team. Oh, their wrestling teams. Oh, they're okay. Well, it's time for us to start stepping up.
Rob, remind us of what's coming up after the Letterman's tournament this weekend for Hillsboro-Central.
Letterman's, we go to Mayville for another tournament, or another quad. No, it's a triangular with Carrington, Mayville, and us. And then we have the rugby tournament. And then we have our Veterans Night is on that Tuesday, I believe. And we wrestle Northern Cass. And it's a quad, so we have 2 other teams. And off the top of my head, I think it's Fertile, maybe Grafton. I don't know off the top of my head. But and then we go to East-West. So literally it's matches, quads, tries, tournaments, quads, tries, tournaments. It's busy. We do have that one break in between those things. That's, Lisbon, that we usually don't go, but the girls go to Storhog. So we get a little bit of a break. So hopefully that's a good healing time for us.
Rob, anything else you want to mention here on the post game?
Nope. Thanks for everybody. Thanks to all the fans that came out today and watched us. We really appreciate it. Thanks to you guys for doing what you guys do. Rob Owens on our Dakota Heritage Bank post-match interviews. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. It's dhbanknd.com. Rob, thanks for the time. Enjoy this one. Thank you very much. And we'll be back with our post-match recaps and much more after this on yourliveevent.com.
Insurance answers should come easily from local agents you know and trust. Someone down the road, not across the country. From Watford City to downtown Fargo, NODAC insurance agents know the protection you need. From the Peace Garden to the geographical center of North America. We're focused on North Dakota's farms, ranches, small towns, and cities, so the answers are right in front of you. NODAC Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Our Savior's Lutheran Church in Hillsboro, North Dakota invites you to experience the love of God. Our Savior supports all youth with academics, athletics, music, art, dance, and drama, and offer meaningful opportunities for people of all ages. Join us for worship at 8:30 or 10:30 each Sunday morning, in person or watch on television, HTC Channel 34, or online, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or at oslchillsboro.com.
And coming on back, a little bonus time on our Dakota Heritage Bank post-match interviews, talking with Gabe Davidson, the head coach of the Northern Cass Jaguars. And, Coach, a chance to see three teams, one of which you'd seen before in Hillsboro-Central Valley, two which you maybe haven't seen so much of, Mayport CG and Roseau. Your thoughts on those matches today?
I was very pleased with our effort tonight. We had good intensity. We wrestled hard all through the matches. We had some matches where we've wrestled the kids before, and, matches ended pretty quickly. This time we fought harder, improved in those matches. Maybe we didn't win those matches, but we improved from the last time we wrestled them. So really, really pleased.
Going to bring up your roster here. A couple of standouts, at least from the matches that I saw. You got some real guys that can move guys around. Luke Walski, Will Treebwasser there in those kind of middle to upper weights. Of course, Gage Nygaard at the heavyweight position. Your thoughts on the physicality that those three guys and the rest of your team bring to these matches?
So Luke Walski specifically, he's a guy where he needs to recognize his strength. Sometimes he doesn't realize how strong he is, and we keep telling him that, hey, Luke, use your strength, use your strength. So it was really good to see him. He's one of the ones I mentioned that had some tough matches back and wrestled the same guy again today and did a lot better. Will Treebwasser, getting the more experience, controlling the match, using his strength. He's in the weight room all the time. So it's good to see them using their strength for sure.
And another guy that I always think is super crafty, and I just love that he can go from kicking a football to going out on the wrestling mats, and Reed Volden. Your thoughts on the athlete you have in that talented senior?
Oh, Reed, yeah, he's great to have. He's got some good technique. He hits a nasty throw by. I was proud, satisfied with his effort tonight. He wrestled a kid that, pinned him pretty quick the last time. We hung in a little bit longer tonight. Really proud of his effort today.
Coach, we've got some other individuals on the team that maybe haven't quite got involved as much, but they're learning. And anything else you want to mention on your team's performance for today?
Gavin Giffey, 8th grader. He's going to be a hammer. He keeps coming, matures every year, year to year. He's one to look out for.
And I imagine you guys will be competing at the Letterman's Invite this weekend in Central Cass. Kind of remind us of what's coming up after that in the schedule for Northern Cass.
Yeah, we'll be at the Letterman's Friday, Saturday. And then the following Tuesday, we have a quad at Lisbon. And then I think we have our last home duel on the 13th.
That's head coach Gabriel Davidson joining us on our Dakota Heritage Bank post wrestling meet interviews. Coach, thanks so much. Great to see your program continue to develop, and best luck the rest of the way.
Thank you, and thanks for being here.
And we'll come back with our post-match recaps, I promise, next at earliveevent.com.
Otto Egg wants you to be prepared, no matter what Mother Nature throws your way. Otto Egg offers seed, fertilizer, and chemical options to best fit your operations. They also provide scouting to help find weeds and disease, and track crop stands to help producers get a better idea what's going on with their fields. Contact Nick Otto at 701-520-0825 or Kylan Kostreski at 701-520-9875. Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill. You'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on an Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise July 23rd to August 4th. We'll discover the cities of Anchorage and Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night cruise, including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information and to watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Shortly now, I'm going to be transitioning into a tool engineering position. With that, comes new training. Degelman has provided all the training necessary to help me succeed.
You can make top dollar if you utilize your time properly and you're efficient in what you do. You can't beat the pay. It's 4 days a week, and it's awesome to have a 3-day weekend.
Hi, this is Chrissy Thompson from the Hillsboro-Central Valley School District, reminding you that ethics, integrity, and respect are values important to our daily lives. In our sporting events, educational lessons, and lifetime values taught by school activities. Remember that one simple word, sportsmanship. It's how you play the game. This message is from the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts.
Ho, ho, ho! It's another holiday season and there's so much to do. Honestly, milk and cookies aren't cutting it anymore.
Well, Santa, have you tried Sweet Sips?
What's that now?
Sweet Sips in Hillsboro. They've got delicious protein and energy drinks to keep you moving. Try one.
That is tasty. I must get more of these.
Well, Santa, you can order on the Engage app or stop by the shop in Hillsboro. Stay energized and healthy this holiday season with the help of Sweet Sips in Hillsboro.
And we're coming on back on our Farmers Union Insurance of Hillsboro post-match recaps. Farmers Union Insurance in Hillsboro, home, auto, farm, business, life insurance. Visit the agency downtown Hillsboro or call 701-436-5777. Post-match recaps here. Quickly, the final scores here for 5 of the 6 matches. Roseau defeating Mayport CG in round 1, 42-36. Hillsboro-Central Valley over Northern Cass, 52-18. Mayport CG over Northern Cass, 42-24. Hillsboro-Central Valley over Roseau, 42-34. And Hillsboro-Central Valley over Mayport CG, 48-27. Some quick recaps here for the last 2 Hillsboro-Central Valley matches against Roseau. Winners for the Burros include Easton Drake. First period pin at 133. I believe Ryland Sunby, third period pin at 139. Sawyer Owens, a pin in 17 seconds at 145. At 160, first period pin for Carter Iverson. 172, a 58-second pin for Ben Thompson. And a 189, a 48-second pin for Brayden Chenault. Those winners for Hillsboro-Central Valley. And then in the Hillsboro-Central Valley Mayport CG matches, full winners here. 2 open wins to start at 121 and 127 for the Patriots. Easton Drake, a pin in 59 seconds. Sunby, a pin in 3 minutes at 139. Drake at 133. 145, Sawyer Owens got an open victory. 152, a win for Mayport CG's Jarrett Kine by a pin in 51 seconds. Bryce Mock at 160, a win by 10-4 decision, minor decision. 172, Carter Iverson, a pin at 255. 189, Ben Thompson, a pin in 57 seconds. and Braden Chenault to pin in 2 minutes 11 seconds. Fernando Rios also pin in 53 seconds. Those four guys at 172, 89, 215, and 285 respectively. Win for the Patriots at 107 by pin, and an open win at 114. That's our post-match recap presented by Farmers Union Insurance Agent Ryan Opdahl in Hillsboro. We'll come on back one final time, give you the play of the game, player of the game, and our post-game connection and some final thoughts here on YourLiveEvent.com.
You'll want to check out the year-end discounts on trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at BloomfieldTrailers.com. And you might want to think about ordering early for next spring, as well as looking at the new models of gooseneck trailers. Bloomfield Enterprises carries a full line of trailers from Big Tex and Flow. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
You may feel cold and gloomy when you look outside your window, but Trail District Health Unit's Brenda Stallman encourages you to keep the outdoors in mind for your overall health and well-being.
Even though we have less light to do those activities we enjoy, it's still important to get outside. Pets still need to have exercise, so take them for a walk, and kids enjoy the time that they can spend with you outdoors, so just put on more layers and get outdoors, because that typically is a proven and tried remedy to seasonal blues and loneliness.
Seasonal health tips from Trail District Health Unit.
This is Tim Cazzette, your local Golden Harvest Seeds dealer. During these winter months, as you think ahead to the spring planting season, I remind you there is strong yielding varieties of Golden Harvest beans and corn available for spring delivery. There's discounts offered. Please ask me about Golden Advantage deferred payment options or any cash payment discounts. Call me, Tim Cazzette, at 701-430-0877, and thank you for planting Golden Harvest seeds on your farm.
College goes far beyond the buildings, classrooms, and the tests. It's about making new friends, trying something different, and discovering your purpose. It's about getting involved, supporting your community, and joining the conversation. It's about learning, growing, and finding your passion. This is not your average classroom. This is the University of Minnesota Crookston.
Head to rjbroadcasting.com and get your free copy, the Digital Sports Guide. It's the winter sports guide for R&J Sports, and it's free, it's digital, and it's available on rjbroadcasting.com. The cover's blue, it's got great photos on it, and it's easy for you to download. Simply go to rjbroadcasting.com, click on the winter sports guide, or scan the QR code if you see it on the flyer or on our social media pages or on the screens. It's the Winter Sports Guide, R&J Sports 2023-24, available now, rjbroadcasting.com.
Here's another reason why you should contact Mike, Darren, and Tim at Wright Implement Hillsboro. Let them know I said call Wright Implement.
For shop and field service, farm equipment sales, repair on all equipment in the field, on the farm, and in the shop with Wright Implement in Hillsboro. 701-636-5692. Check out Wright Implement for farm equipment, repair, and service of equipment and all trucks on Caledonia Avenue in Hillsboro. Wright Implement, 701-636-5692.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Here's a new service from Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9, North Ada. Ziegler Ag Equipment is now providing farm delivery of genuine AGCO lubricants. Talk with Joey, 218-784-2961. Farm delivery of genuine AGCO lubricants. You can mix and match lubricants. Requires a minimum 100 gallons per lubricant. Minimum total order 200 gallons or more. Farm delivery of genuine AGCO lubricants now offered from Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9, North Ada.
Coming on back one final time here on YourLiveEvent.com. James Martin standing out with you here in Finley. Great quadrangular tonight between Mayport CG Of course, Finley-Sharon as well, as we are in Finley tonight. Hillsboro-Central Valley, Roseau, and Northern Cass. We're wrapping things up here with, as we usually wrap things up, let's start with our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Enbridge Energy for Life. Life takes energy. Enbridge.com for career opportunities. And our Enbridge Energy Wrestler of the Day today goes to Ben Thompson of Hillsboro-Central Valley. Thompson with a couple of really epic, is the best way to describe it, pinfall victories really quick within a minute. He was on fire tonight and confirmed with Rob Owens that is a worthy candidate for our Wrestler of the Match. He's got a shirt on his way with the head coach Rob Owens. So Ben Thompson is our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. And it's time now for RDK Enterprises Precision Play of the Game. RDK Enterprises Hillsboro and Drayton for precision planning updates, information, questions. Contact RDK Enterprises Hillsboro and Drayton 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. RDK Enterprises here to help you. Precision play of the game goes to Fernando Rios of Hillsboro-Central Valley. He's struggled at times to finish the job, and he certainly did that here against Mayport CG in his bout with a pinfall victory inside of a minute. So congratulations to Fernando Rios. That also sealed the victory, dual victory, 6 straight for Hillsboro-Central Valley. That's our RDK Enterprises Precision Play of the Game. And time here now for our Halstead Telephone Company post-match connection. At Halstead Telephone Company, keeping you connected to discover local reliability you can trust. HalsteadTel.com. And the post-game, post-match connection, again, as I mentioned, with head coach Rob Owens from Hillsboro-Central Valley, and talking with Jim Mack, coach for Roseau, before the matchups here this evening. I don't know what they have in the water in Roseau, but they're certainly well connected with an amazing program they've got going on. Sophomores and younger, a lot of them 7th and 8th graders. They're certainly connected with wrestling somehow, and I'm eager to see how it shapes up for the Roseau Rams in the years to come. They've got something good going. Thanks to Jim Mack and the team for making the trip all the way down here to Finley. That's my Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. That was just about do it from Finley. I want to once again thank Jeff Larson and the staff here at Finley-Sharon for getting us accommodated down here to have an awesome broadcast. I want to thank the usual people we thank, whether it's 23 or 24. We always want to thank our executive producer, Mark Forseth, our marketing director, Jim Burkmeyer, as well as Brandon Mickelson back in the Halstead Telephone Company office, Jack Albee, that magic video man, Chase Miller, and the rest of the voices from YourLiveEvent.com. Thanks so much. From all of us here at YourLiveEvent.com, regional wrestling fans, show some pride.